Hi Taurus, this is your reading with me for June 2021, intimate love messages from your person. So I've got the cards right here, the Divine Love Messages Oracle deck, as well as the Eternal Messages. So we're going to do like a little sandwich for the reading, and of course this is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs, so you can always check out your other signs if you want to gather more information for the month of June. And also, if you would like to win a free reading with me, check out the description box below, since I do a giveaway every single month. If you would like to purchase a private paid reading, those are done within 24 to 48 hours with me, of course, and all the information is down in the description box below. You can also shop them on my website as well. Link is down below. Also, speaking of my website, there are intention manifesting items which are handmade, and these are, well, first of all, lots of people have seen results with them, and I used to have an Etsy store where you could also check out the reviews and everything like that, but now we've moved to the website, so it's shopmoonlightguidance.com. There's handmade bracelets, necklaces, anklets, there's also pom-poms, there's tassels for different intentions, and there's embroidered cards which you can put under your pillow, your wallet or your purse. So we have some of them right here. There's so many different ones, like for example this is the heart chakra one, this is the twin flame one. There's also pouches which you can put under your pillow, your wallet or your purse. There's charms, coins, pendulums, crystals, there's so many items. So yeah, do check it out if you are interested. Okay, and we get started now. Alright, so let's have a look and see, Taurus, intimate love messages from your person in June. Don't focus on who wants me, I want you. Some of you might be thinking about like who they're interested in, or the fact that maybe they're interested in someone else, you know, and it's like they're trying to say to you, like, don't focus on who wants me, because I want you. Okay, that's interesting. We've got here, I've been expanding my spiritual knowledge, so it looks like they've been really growing within themselves spiritually. I'm always reminded of you, and you influence me in ways no one ever has. They're starting to see you as someone who is really, really good for them, and I think that they haven't felt this with anyone else, because it says here, I'm always reminded of you. So that to me showcases the fact that, you know, they could be dreaming and then they dream of you. They could be walking down a street and they think of you, right? Little things, like they could be out and about and they again reminded of you. Something triggers them, whether it's something so simple as a colour or a food, or a smile or a glance, or something that someone's wearing. Hair colour, for example, you know, similar hair colour to yours, they see it on someone else, or your eyes, you know, these are small little things, and it's different for everyone, you know, because this is a general reading, but it's going to be connecting to so many of you, but in different ways, you know. So that's something I see here, that always reminded of you. They may watch a film, and again, some of the dialogue may really remind them of you. They listen to a song and it just takes them back and makes them realise so much in regards to you. It's quite significant, I would say, in that sense. And of course, you influence me in ways no one ever has. So again, that's pretty powerful. It's pretty strong. Let's see what else we have. Okay. This is interesting. Do you know what I was just thinking in my mind? I was looking at the twin flame card that I showed right at the beginning of this reading, and I was just thinking, like, wow, it matches the colour of this so well, right? There you go. I mean, kind of, it sort of matches. And I was just like, wow, like that really does match. Like it's good I showed that. And then literally this card came out here. It says, we are twin flames. Our divine union is meant to be. And I was just like, oh, okay. All right. Things like this happen where it just kind of connects in really interesting ways. So something here tells me that they have sort of gone down a rabbit hole, and they could have very much so been doing some Googling and trying to understand what this connection means. Like, what does the intensity of this mean? What does it mean when you keep thinking of someone? What does it mean, when you are trying to do something and you think of someone? And I feel like they were doing some Googling, trying to figure out, what this all means, and they have come across the term twin flames. And even if they're not so spiritual, if they don't believe in all of that kind of stuff, they have come across the term. They may have not have told you, but they have come across that term. And they are starting to now really believe that you are their twin flame. All right, so keep that in mind. They're starting to believe that, and they're starting to feel like all of these are signs, like these signs definitely mean something bigger, because they're starting to see this as not a coincidence. Now, bear in mind that this person may not have believed in any of this, like twin flames, soulmates before. They may not have cared about it, but they are starting to really believe in it because of all of these signs and synchronicities that they cannot they just can't move away from, right? It just keeps happening. Also, it says here as well, I've been expanding my spiritual knowledge. So they have been doing a lot of again, research, knowledge, gaining lots of knowledge, trying to figure things out. There you go, right? So I think that really does go quite significantly right there. Okay, and it says here, I'm waiting for our divine connection to happen, but in the meantime, I'm focusing on myself for us. So they're working on themselves. That's basically one of the biggest things I see here, is that they want to tell you that, I feel like we are, twin flames, we're sort of meant to be, it's a divine connection, but I need to work on myself. I need to sort of get myself together. You influence me and in ways that no one ever has. I've learned so much from you, more from you than anyone else. And I think that's quite significant. It says here, anger and resentment affected both of us. Let's talk to resolve our issues. Now, that's something where some of you might think to yourself oh, I think they're projecting, because it might not just be me. I think it's just them. But again, this is an intimate love message from them to you, where they're basically saying that, this has affected both of you. So they want to just, talk to solve everything and talk everything out. And I think that they're going to initiate things. So you don't have to sit there and wait for them. Do your own thing. Focus on you. Let them come to you. Don't chase, attract. Very important message, because actually in divine connections and also spiritual connections, what's really important, now I'm not saying that the two of you are twin flames, because some of you may believe that you're soulmates. The thing here is that they've obviously gone down the sort of rabbit hole of kind of thinking that the two of you are twin flames. You may be, okay, but what I'm specifically seeing is that they believe that you are twin flames, right? So keep that in mind. And because, any kind of spiritual connection, the more you focus on them, the more they can kind of just be not doing much. But the more you focus on yourself, they can be triggered to actually come towards you. Keep that in mind with spiritual connections. This says, don't ignore me on purpose. This attitude is not helping. So it's interesting, right? When you ignore them, they get more triggered. When you are focusing so much on them, sometimes they don't really care. So continue to focus on yourself is what I would say, right? It bothers them when you do your own thing, which is interesting. So continue to do your own thing. Okay, not that we're trying to be petty, but essentially, I think the more you focus on them, the more you just get so tied into everything, and it hurts you, right? I don't want you to be hurt. I want you to feel good, which means focus on yourself, let them come to you. Okay, let's round it off with these eternal messages. I miss being intimate with you. Okay, so intimacy is not just physical. Keep in mind that intimacy can be emotional, it can be mental, it can be spiritual, right? So they just miss that intimate energy there. Intimate conversations, for example, intimate gatherings, for example. But yes, intimacy can also be physical as well. It says, I'm feeling the consequences of my choices and actions. So they're starting to see that the things that they have said and done have consequences, and they're not feeling good about it. They don't like the fact that you ignore them, even spiritually, okay? I don't want you to be with anyone else. So they're starting to realize they really, really know your value, right? You've influenced them in ways no one else has. And then we have here as well, don't think because we don't talk, I don't want you, because I do. So some of you may not have contact, you may have space, distance, or you may not talk as much. But they're realizing, okay? June is a month of realizations for them. And I would say don't chase, attract. Biggest piece of advice. So, Taurus, this is your reading. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course intention items, which are on my website as well. Do check those out and take care, everyone. Bye!